Hey everybody, and welcome back to Elden Ring. Last time we infiltrated Stormveil Castle unnoticed, and with guards this incapable, that wasn't exactly an insane feat. We went through most of it, I want to say. Basically everything around this area, everything except the last chunk of the castle leading up to the boss. This time, I do hope we're going to finish it off and fight Godrick. Oh, normally that would be a spoiler, but his name has been mentioned before, so it is no longer. Actually, this lift works. I forgot about that, so I did want to come back in here and check that. We do have a few more secret areas of the castle to check out, but they shouldn't take us too long. And if they do, I'm sorry. Because I do have a couple of other things planned. For instance, after we do Stormveil, I'm thinking we're going to go back and do this here, Deathtouched Catacombs, because I think that's the last catacomb I want to get off before, or I want to get out of the way, rather. I don't want to get off. I want to get done before we move on to the next region of the world, which I'm really excited for, by the way. Like, the next region, it's not just us moving forward in the world. The next region might be my favorite in the game. So, and we're gonna spend a long time in it, so, yeah, I look forward to that. Okay, so behind us, ahead of us, is this thing. And behind us were all those jars, as you saw, the living jars. I don't know if they're all called warrior jars, but I like to call them living shards. Okay, Ashmore Stormcaller. One of the skills that channel the Tempest of Stormveil. So this is kind of what the, what are they called? Banished Knights do. Swords capable of slashing, axes, hammers, and pole arms. Small and colossal weapons accepted. Have I ever been over officially that there are multiple types of physical damage? As you can see, there's standard physical damage, but also strike, slash, and pierce. If you want to know what type of damage your melee weapon does, turn that off. Underneath the name, you can see the weapon type, greatsword, and under that is the types of physical damage it does. Standard, slash, pierce. If it does more than one, that means some of its animations will do pierce instead. That tells you that they have an animation where it's thrusted ahead, and in that case, it does pierce damage. In other news, jars. These are actually enemies. If we stick around long enough, they will attack. Not every jar can be as friendly as Alexander. Oh my god. Okay, so they come in two types, small and large. And here's a large one. Why am I one-handing this? Well, you know what? Maybe let's see how effective Glintstone Pebble is. It's pretty good. Probably because it's a penetrating kind of spell. These guys really like to spin in circles as they attack. Otherwise, though, otherwise with that and trying to gross you out after you defeat them so that they can hopefully kill you out of disgust beyond the grave. Thankfully, most Elden Ring characters are immune to that because they're very stoic and they're used to it. They're used to being covered in blood. Well, if you guys are just gonna sit here and have a conversation, I think I'll leave you to it. I'll just take the two crackpots around you and move on. Again, crackpots are what you need, one of the materials you need to craft pot items, throwing pots like fire pots or other such effect pots. Living jar shard and raw meat dumpling. I believe those are both materials. We also got kukri or kukri. I'm not really sure. Either way, that's a throwing knife and probably the strongest one, or so I hear. Such fragments command a high price due to the magical power locked within. This leaves the living jars unfortunate targets for poachers, hardened after its death. The raw meat dumpling? Oh, isn't that that's a tool, actually. Yeah, that's something you can eat. Tools are just like consumable items or these. Anything that you use. Because otherwise, well, you can use these, but you can't use these or use any of these, you know, without equipping them and doing that. Restores HP, but also poisons the user. Awesome. Not recommended for those who prefer to know the origin of their meats. That's really funny. I love that. Okay, so I think I'd like to drop down first as look to the left. Yep, we're here already. I'm not going to go in there just yet. I will light the grace here so that we can get back here easily. And then I'll show the other way to get here is to follow that road up, though there's a lot of combat awaiting you, including a troll. Yawn. So instead of that, I'd like to show off a secret thing that's here. Hi? What are you doing here? I guess you might be for the boss over there. I kind of prefer it, personally, when the bosses aren't spoiled with a fog wall. Because, like, I think Bloodborne was the game that did that the most. The bosses didn't have obvious fog walls. You can jump up here, by the way. And here's the secret area I was talking about. Jump over here. Oh, God. Mind the camera. I think every Bloodborne boss is like, you go in the arena, you fight it, and then after you die, the fog wall is there. It's not just the fog wall is there from the very beginning. I've always preferred that. I've never liked those bosses in Dark Souls 3 that are just like, hey, the fog wall's here, there's a boss. And Elden Ring does that with almost every boss. I'm okay with it with the minor dungeons, or the mini dungeons, I mean, but I think places like this should have, you know, have their bosses be a surprise. Kind of like Margit was, you know? Margit was a surprise. Okay, so we can jump back up using this platform. Usually, if you try to, like, jump on these barrels, you'll see that they break. And, oh, wait, actually, I could stand on that box, but that's not what you were intended to use. There's a hawk and a banished knight. I'm gonna take out the hawk first, because it will be the far more annoying enemy if we leave it alive. The banished knight, when fought on its own, shouldn't be too big a problem. Alright. Doop-doop-doop. Okay, maybe it is gonna be a big problem. Or no, he's almost dead. Oh, that's a little ability. Wow, it hit me as I killed him. Well, that's fun. So yeah, they can, like, shoot fire out of their armpits. Must really smell over there. Banished Knight Helm. Worn by knights who, whether by misfortune or misdeed, were forced to abandon their homes. Perhaps the deep red scarf was used to block the winds, for on the outskirts, the winds bite with a stinging fierceness. So they were banished from their homes, I see. I wonder why that is. I'm curious, because I know it's possible for you to alter the Banished Knight set with the, with Bach the Seamster or with the sewing kit that you picked up. So I wonder then if that removes all the red, cloaks from around their helmets, because we've been seeing the types of Banished Knights that have their helmets completely uncovered. They don't have the red stuff. And I wonder if that is the case if you alter it, because again, you can alter the Banished Knight set. Smithing Stone level 1, Golden Rune level 2. And what's here? This should take us somewhere new, somewhere completely new, and one of the last areas we'll check out before heading for the end. There's a bunch of commoner enemies in here, not exactly exciting me with that. They're just everywhere, alright. Oh, I stepped on one! This isn't Super Mario Brothers, poor guy. I've been treating him like a Goomba. Well, that's because they kind of are. I don't know. Are these guys Goombas, or are the Wandering Nobles Goombas? Okay, I see you up there throwing knives down at me. Yes, I will pick up that item down there in a bit. I had no idea that upper place existed as I came in, I guess. Oh yeah, I just missed the door to it completely. Here it is. Anything? Anything? Nope, nothing. Alright, drop down again, and pick you up. Manor Tower Shield. Large enough to cover the entire body. Depicts the Roundtable Hold. Gathering place of champions. So I guess that's what it looks like on the outside. Great Shield boasts high damage, negation, and guard capacity, making enemy attacks easy to repel. Skill is Shield Bash. I know for a fact that the shields in this game have a lot more skills than they did in Dark Souls 3, where it was like the main 3 and then a couple of others for like the DLC shields. Ooh, my god, this castle's being torn apart. And you're telling me a demigod lives here? Look at that building over there on that brown ground that's going to be green when we get up to it, I know for a fact. Surely what you seek is somewhere close by. A message left by Rogier? Speaking of which, I actually want to mark Rogier's area because there's a little bit of something that I forgot. Actually, I might as well just say it right now. You can also find Godrick on the roof of the chapel Rogier is in. Thing is, though, that location is mutually exclusive with the first one in the watchtower outside. I found that first location, so he is not going to be there for me. Either way, you find him in either that place or this place, and then you find him again in the Rampart Tower, in the elevator. And after that, or after some other trigger, he'll become a merchant, and then we'll stop stealing your runes. That's how Godrick works. I will reiterate, there is a genuine reason to keep him alive, despite his nefarious dealings regarding you. I don't know if that was exactly the right words to say. I'm working on it. I'm working on my wording, trying to sound a little bit fancier. I believe you do need to jump onto the edge to grab that, so be careful with that, because that's a long way down. Maybe you want to take a swim, though. Oh, who am I kidding? Elden Ring characters can't swim. What is that supposed to be? Hang on. Oh, okay. It looks like an outer view of Limgrave, like that's the Divine Tower. I don't see the castle there. Could that painting be drawn before Stormveil was built? I wonder. Or is it just some random painting of Limgrave and, like, the castle's there somewhere, but it's behind the fog? Because, I mean, Stormhill is stormy all the time, so really, Stormveil Castle should be hidden behind a bunch of fog. Alright, we've unlocked a shortcut. We were not able to open that door from that side. Now, let's jump down here. Doop, and doop, and doop. I like the platforming in this game. I don't know if that's a popular opinion or not. Hi, alright. Because it seems like platforming in any game that's not strictly a platformer gets criticized, and for a reason I can understand, because it's like, not only does it feel kind of shoehorned in, but since the game's not a platformer by design, it might not be built well around it. The platforming might not be built well, it might be really janky to play as a result. That bat fought so well just now. He was a talented warrior, really proved his combat skill just then. But I don't know. I think it's pretty good in this game. The jump, it takes some getting used to for sure. The jump has some weirdness to it, like the direction it goes and the momentum that you go, and the fact that it's hard to change your direction in midair, if not impossible to. But aside from that, when you really get used to it, it's not bad. I really enjoy the platforming in this game overall. Because, like, the platforming, the quote, platforming in previous Souls games was just dropping down to platforms below. And there were so many of those big vertical shafts you had to drop down these tiny platforms on. It would also force fall damage because those games had really sensitive fall damage. Overall, I think we can all agree that platforming, in quotes, has been improved dramatically in Elden Ring. There we go. Out, there we go. I'm so glad Dark Souls 3 only had that one moment of platforming in Firelink Shrine, and it was for an optional item. You didn't even have to worry about getting. Hi, alright, okay. Bip, and... Ugh. I find these guys really hard sometimes. I think it's just because I get too committed to my attacks. And so they keep getting me. Like, I think a good tip I would have is... if you see an opening for an attack, but aren't really sure if if an enemy is going to start up an attack as you're going for it, only do one attack. I keep just doing like 2 or 3 or 4 to get the most damage possible, and then that leads to me getting hit. Like, it's what I do all the time. I don't think I'm gonna be able to stop it just because I'm just too hasty about it. I really just want to hit them. I want to get their health down. See, like there. Rancor Call is a unique spell. Sorcery of the Servants of Death. Alright then, summons vengeful spirits that chase down foes. Oh my god, Hollow Knight? Charging enhances potency. This ancient death hex was rediscovered by the necromancer Garrus. Alright then. I wonder if we'll find him in his garrison. No? Too corny? Okay. I guess you might as well unsub and leave right now, because that's what my channel is all about. This looks suspicious. This looks very suspicious. Meet the Ulcerated Tree Spirit, an enemy that I am surprised to tell you I actually kind of enjoy fighting. He's gonna kill me right here. How dare you enjoy me? Yeah, that was my bad. Runes are back. Watch out for where it comes out. There we go. All right, let's get going for real this time. I recommend locking onto them. As you can see, they are a mess of a visual design. They are very dense. Honestly, I don't know if I'm quite strong enough to kill this one. This might be a little bit too hard for me at this time. There's my beacon pointing out Roger's area to me. He's clipping through the wall. All right, then. I don't know. These guys really should be like the worst enemies in the game. There's a lot of them, and they are very obnoxious looking and very big with their attacks, but for some reason, I enjoy them. I find their attacks easy enough to see, especially if you lock on. And yeah, I can't really explain it other than that I kind of like fighting them, if I'm honest. I don't know what the general opinion is, but I did not expect to like them either. There were so many bosses that I was not looking forward to fighting, and these guys were one of them. But now I think I have to say, they're fun enough. Oh, okay, maybe except for this attack. That's a big AoE, and they also unleash a lot of other pillars of flame. Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out. At least that's in front of you, so I can just get behind you to do this. Let's drink Physic. Hope you're not doing anything else right now. You're not? Oh, what the fuck? Oh, okay, heal now. Heal now. Oh, wow, I didn't know you could follow that up. Learn something new every day. Okay, They've also, I think, added a holy essence to their attacks. They are glowing yellow, so that's just what I assume. Cool. It's lagging a little bit, but that's okay. This guy's a mess of visual design, as I've said. Do. And, okay. Almost gotcha. Please don't do the AoE attack again. Actually, I think I know of a way to avoid it that I haven't done, just because I'm so committed to being locked on with these guys. But that big AoE burst he did earlier might be the one attack you don't want to lock on for. Oh, yeah. That way... Never mind. Okay. Didn't work. Shoot! Crap. Okay. Get up. Heal now. Heal now. He's so close. And... Got it. You're dead. Bye. Oh, man. Alright. Second try. Wasn't too bad. Golden Seed. I wonder if I'm able to upgrade my flasks. I should be. I think I have 3 of those, right? Bolstering materials, where are they? Yeah, I got 3. I can totally upgrade my flasks, so I should definitely do so next time when I get back into the Grace. We'll have 6 flasks going in. So... You are? Interesting. I didn't know that. Could you tell me a little more about yourself? Ah, you're the Prince of Death? What the hell does that mean? He didn't answer that one. The Prince of Death's pustule. As gross as it sounds, this is really, really useful. It raises your vitality. Vitality governs resistance to the effects of death. That increases your resistance to a status effect called Death Blight. And Death Blight will kill you if it builds up. So you definitely want this. It is said that this pustule comes from the visage of the Prince of Death, he who used to be called Godwyn. As first dead of the demigods, it's said he's buried deep under the capital at the Erdtree's roots. Oh, so then you're not exactly him then, huh? Well, you're something like him, though, that's for sure. You're very fleshy and terrifying, and I don't want to hear from you ever again. This here is a bloodstain, a normally online-only feature where you can touch these to see how other players have died in certain locations, but this is, I believe, the only one in this game to be offline. And that's because it is Rogier who got stabbed by something from underneath him, which, if we were to get fully death-blighted, is the same thing that happens to us. So, yeah, Rogier got a little impaled by something. I'm gonna stay away from you before you do the same thing to me. No thanks. This ladder, really, really, really long... Oh my god, it's still staring at me from the depths. Oh god. Really, really long ladder. Oh my god, will it ever end? Oh my god, here we go. You probably need to catch your breath after that. Drops you back here. This is one of the stone sword key doors we entered last time. I believe this is the room. Yes, this is the room with the grafted scion. So we can go right up to the Rampart Tower Grace. Flasks, add charge, use 2 golden seeds. So now it costs 2. There we go. We will add that. But do I perhaps want to put that in here? I think I might want to put that into Cerulean Tears so that I can increase my magic use, because I think 5 flasks is doing us just fine for now. We'll see. I can change this at any time, so it's not like I'm committing to it or anything. As much as I would love to bump up Vigor 1 more to 20, I think I would rather bump up Intelligence so that I can finally equip and use Carian Slicer. And then I'll put in a Glintstone Arc. How about that? So we can actually use more spells. Now, right around this place, if we check the map, yes, as you can see, Rogier is no longer there in the chapel. He has moved on to other such places. This is actually exactly where I wanted to go. So, let me try out my new spells on you all. Glintstone Arc, go! Oh my god. So yeah, Glintstone Arc basically just hits for a wider range. This is one of the spells you start with if you pick Astrologer, so if it looks fun to you, then there's the class you can go with. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Nice. Let's do Pebble for you. That'll be more accurate. And it'll, I think the Pebble also homes in very slightly. Then, Carian Slicer. Oh my god. Check this out. Just check this out. Press the button to keep going, and it's so much fun. I really want to try using it on something. Unfortunately, I think the next dude that I have in mind will be quite resistant to it, and that is because over here, this is not just a useless balcony. Took me way longer than it should have to break that box. You look off the edges, you can see there is something to drop down on. So let's do that. What's that item over there? Okay, I might have to check that out again. Check out the lift side chamber area again. Or can I get there from here? I guess I can. Okay, because this way doesn't go anywhere. That's back towards the rampart tower where we climbed into the first time. And still see the lead. Oh, do you see that? Do you see that hovering above it? That's a big looking castle, isn't it? Just so you know, you don't have to backstep to cancel using the spyglass, you just have to use it again. In this case, I need to pull up the pouch and click the D-pad button again. Alright, what are you? Marred wooden shields. Marred by mottling and thorns, much like the castle. So I wonder if the castle's decay is coming from that thing, the face down below we saw. Some say it is the curse of grafting which causes such affliction, while others talk of its root being something altogether more sinister, hidden deep within the castle, and we have found that sinister thing. Maybe I should have came over to this first, and then found that later, but hey. There's a lot of stuff in this game, I can't exactly plan out what would be thematically appropriate at any given time. It took me way too long to say that. Alright, drop down below! We're fine, somehow! Because the Greater Will has willed it with its Greater Will. Ash of War Storm Assault. That also sounds like something the Banished Knights use. They can't use both of them, can they? Tempest of Stormveil, leap forward through surrounding storm winds and thrust armament downward. The attack will produce more storm winds at the point of impact. Well, I guess that is what they do. Maybe it's what the ones with spears do. The ones with swords do the other one. Alright, you see that guy? See that guy over there? I'm gonna pull out my physic and drink that right away. Oh, stay on the ledge. This guy here is the almighty Crucible Knight. One of the hardest melee movesets in the entire game to memorize, though I think I've done a decent job at memorizing in my first playthrough. Oh, you know what? You don't have too terribly high amount of health, which is what I was worried about. Okay. But you do have a terribly high amount of damage. That shield bash they do is delayed. Watch out for it. Ah, just out of reach. The downside with glintstone pebbles, you do have to get a little bit closer to the enemies than you would think in order for it to actually hit them. Oh, okay, we're fine. I thought that was gonna kill me and I was gonna lose all those runes. Not that there were that many, but oh my god. Somber Smithing Stone, level 2. Let's drink this. Get the little bit of healing we're gonna get out of that one crystal tier. And then begin the fight. Once more. Alright. Oh, watch out for that. And that. And that. Okay, heal. Alright, come on, buddy. Their shield bash usually leaves them open. I like to get jump attacks on them, as I think they are kind of weak to them, in a way. Not in that case. Alright. Shield bash, jump attack. Oh, crap. Okay, maybe I should go for a normal attack then, instead. Alright, when you get their health halfway down, they can do this. Just dodge out of the way. Gonna go in for a jump attack, and that's gonna hit me. Whoa. Okay. Heal now. We're good, we're good. Do a shield bash, yes. Do that. And, okay, he's just starting this up again. I think he can also, yes, oh god. They also have the ability to summon that freaking dragon tail. And that is the worst of their attacks, in my opinion. Because, yeah, as you saw there, he can just do it whenever he wants. In your face. With no indication. Okay. What? Please fly off the edge, that would be funny. No, they have protection against it. I can't believe that dodge worked. Hey, down you go. That's our first Crucible Knight of the game down. Aspects of the Crucible Horns is what you get. I believe that's an incantation. I love how both of the icons for incantations and sorceries are just the same, like, sheet of paper, but one has books and the other has scrolls. Creates a mighty horn in the caster's soldiers to gore foes from a low stance. Charging allows the caster to barrel into foes before delivering the final attack. This is a manifestation of the Erdtree's primal vital energies, an aspect of the primordial crucible, where all life was once blended together. So the Crucible Knights kind of reign from the past in that way, or come from the past, originate from. There we go. In case the word I used was not a good one. Trina's Lily, and then, as you may have seen briefly, an elevator shaft. There it is. This is where we fell down to twice in the last episode as I was trying to make the jump over to that purple item that turned out to be 3 Arturia leaves. That's the area where we dropped to, and now we have finally discovered it. And it all ends with a convenient shortcut right back up into the Rampart Tower. And that is basically every important thing in Stormveil Castle that I wanted to see. So now, I think it is time for us to teleport over here to the lift side chamber and go in the remaining areas of the castle that we haven't been to before fighting the boss. But before I do that, it does kind of bother me a little bit that I'm not at 20 vigor. So I'm going to set myself to 20 vigor. There we go. Let's go. I was just 81 runes above that. There are times when, like, I use a bunch of rune items thinking that it'll be, thinking that I have enough then, and then, nope, I was actually just, like, too short. It's really annoying. Okay, I think I would actually like to kill this guy, this omen here, because you remember that statue with the glowy thing in its center? You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? Carian Slicer, baby! Oh my, okay. You do not get staggered by it, but if the enemy you're fighting is weak enough that it staggers to a hit of Carian Slicer, you can basically just stun lock them to death because your attacks come out so quick that they can't do anything about it. Of course, you do have your own stamina to worry about. All right. Hey, thanks for missing me. I really want to do it again, but I know that it's not going to do anything. It's just funny. It's just so funny. All right. More importantly, though, it's fun. I have a laugh about it. He won't, but that's his problem. Down you go. Okay, I wanted to do that because if you remember, there was the troll over here. The omen there is not sufficient enough to break that statue open, but something the size of a troll might be. It looks like you're holding onto a barrel. Are you? No. Okay, you're another flamethrower, dude. And you're gonna create a burst of flame. You have more health. Oh, God. You have more health than the other guys did. The first guys did. And you whip around all over the place. Oh, thanks. You didn't do that. You would have been hit right there. All right. Are you kidding me? That didn't hit you? I was right there in front of you. I begin the journey down this path with so many lost flasks. That fight with the omen did not go particularly well. I'm just gonna magic you to death. I don't really care. You're annoying. Get out of my life. Unfortunately, you're not the only one. They have some kind of special immunity during that attack or something. Okay, I heard that coming because you dragged them along the ground. Okay, please fucking die. Thank you. Stormhawk Feather. Okay, get these explosives out of the way. And then we have more of them to deal with. To put up with. Anything up here? Yes. No enemies, surprisingly. Oh, yes, enemies. Well, I mean, it's one of these guys. Do they really count? Do they really count as enemies unless they're accompanied by like 5 others? Then they're actual threats. That's the strength of teamwork. Yet I don't even need that in order to win in this game. Also, sometimes I might need it. Okay. Here. Oh, crap, there's an archer dude. Please do not, you shithead. Okay. Boop. And boop. I really want to use Carian Slicer, but I'm just running out of MP, or FP, I guess. But then again, we do know there is a Site of Grace afterwards. So you know what? Drink this. Equip this. Let's use it on the next batch of enemies we see. Maybe in here.
Be proud. You were a fine warrior. Your only mistake was your choice of master. Let the winds lift you to a higher place.
Do you say that to every single enemy that you kill? That would probably get tiring after a while, I would think.
Well, who do we have here? Tarnished, are you? clearly not one of Godrick's lot. I am Nefeli Lu, tarnished and warrior, like you. I'm here by decree of my father. How utterly repellent this is. This grafting of Godrick's ill befits a lord. He's tainted the very winds.
If the storm outside is any indication, I would agree with that.
If you intend to challenge Godrick, I ask you call upon me. The winds run foul with his deeds. I'm certain father would permit me aid the fight.
Well, I'd like to, but I think I'd also like to try him solo. Because I did summon her in my last playthrough, and as a result, I don't think I got to learn this boss as much as I would have liked. So I don't think I'm going to, sorry.
Apologies, but I've idled long enough. As fellow tarnished, we must each follow our own guidance. Down whatever road takes us to the throne of Elden Lord.
What if you don't have guidance? What about those many people who don't have guidance, apparently? Is that a roof, like, weird lighting weirdness? It doesn't matter. Oh, is this another golden sea? Can I upgrade my flasks again? I totally can. That's really funny. Hey, you troll in the walkway. Not quite the same. Oh, damn. I would like to fight you guys. Unfortunately, the troll here. Well, you know, no. Oh my god, the troll killed him. Okay, Physic. I want to heal up that little bit of health that's gone. All right, you can attack. I can dodge past and take out you with Carian Slicer. Let's go. Oh my god. It's pretty damaging too. It's so much fun. I don't think it's like all powerful or anything, especially because it costs FP to use. Come back this way, my friend. This way, this way. This way. I've got something you can use that Brutus strength for that isn't killing me, which I know it is not what you want. Okay, little piece of shit. We'll see how I think about that later. You could just walk right through those. Come this way. That's not where the thing is. It's a little bit further, buddy. I know. I'm taking you really far from your post. I know, it's really annoying, but come on. Yes. A little bit closer. That wasn't quite where I wanted you to go. All right, this should do it. There we go. Inside is 5 smithing stone level 1s, 1 smithing stone level 2. That's usually what they have, is smithing stones of whatever level is in accordance to the area you're in. I love it. I'm a little ankle biter. I love it. Oh my god. Okay. Oh god. He did not like that. He's tired of me biting his ankles. Oh, here comes the sword. Your roaring sound was absolutely not where it was supposed to be. I heard it play over in the distance where he spawned. That's interesting. So, like, there's some kind of deal with where the sounds play that's unique and odd with these guys. I think he was also supposed to be growling there, but it didn't play properly. Interesting sound effect bug. Down you go. Yeah, I hear the fading away sound effect playing over here. That is really weird. And that should be every last enemy on this path on the way up to the boss arena. So you can either go the combative way or find out that the elevator is actually working and go the secret way to get around. Kind of an interesting choice, especially because the elevator it's not obvious that the elevator's working. So it's like a little secret you can discover. I like it. With that done, I think by talking to Nefeli, we have unlocked her as a summonable companion, and I guess I'll do this, and I will just leave it in the health flask. Sure, why not? It'll give us a boost against this oncoming boss. There's Nefeli. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go in alone. Let's fight our first shard bearer.
Mighty dragon, thou'rt a true-born heir. Lend me thy strength, O kindred. deliver me unto greater heights. Well, alone tarnished, playing as a lord, I command thee now. I am the lord of all that is golden.
Well, now I see where all the grafting went to. It went to just making Godrick stronger. That's it. Godrick the Grafted. Let's go. That's a little drag attack he does. Oh, he's got a lot of health. Good thing I upgraded my weapons last time. That right there is my least favorite attack of his. His ability to just summon that whirlwind up in your face. He'll launch 2 whirlwind projectiles after you, which are way better than that freaking initial whirlwind. Oh, God. I did not really expect him to use, like, 2 of his arms there, but I guess it makes sense. He's got 1,000,000 of them. Might as well put them all to good use. Okay. So this is my first time really giving this fight a shot solo. So if I'm bad at it, then that would be why. Please be patient once again. Doot, 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 doot. All right, what you doing? I just don't know when it's safe to approach him or hit him. I guess then. Oh my God, there was nothing I could have done to avoid that. Seriously, there was nothing. Okay then. Sure. And follow-ups. Jump. He's gonna dig it in. Drink physic. Maybe heal with a flask some more. Maybe. Okay, he's gonna do a big combo. That's right. Rip. Can't remember how many hits this is. I think that's his last hit of the combo, and I was dodging, so I didn't get ult. Are you fucking serious? He does that all the time. Okay, that's the other attack he could do. I can't believe my heal animation was so long that seriously hit me. There was so much buildup in that attack, yet my heal animation was just long enough to keep me in place throughout all of that. Enough complaining. Let's enjoy this. This is a pretty good boss overall. I sure as hell like it more than Margit. That's not exactly a high bar to get past. Okay, I'm kidding. Margit was fine, I guess. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, then. He likes to roll around all over the place like a crazy man. Similar to the tree spirit, this guy has a lot going on with his character model, so it's kind of hard to read where he's going to swing things, but I suppose that's the point. Get a hit. Ah, damn, if you go for a hit, you're going to get hit. Okay, got it. Understood.
Truest of dragons, lend me thy strength.
Okay, I need a donut now. Phase 2, and he has the dragon powers now, the ability to breathe fire, and I think you can add that as, like, fire augments to his other attacks, such as the whirlwind. You can also do that. Oh god, that has bigger reach now, I'm guessing. Oh, okay. I haven't seen him do that lunge before. He's halfway dead. Finally. Only took forever. Okay. So I really need to get down. That's bad. It didn't hit me, though. I guess it's aimed for a little bit in front of him. Boom. Okay, that's dangerous. Do I want to heal? I don't know. I think I'd rather just try my luck. Get as much damage in as I can before I feel like healing, especially because I have my flask slowly healing me. Oh, okay. What's he doing? What's he doing? Okay. Disengage, lock on, and look up to prepare for those. I'm going to heal right now. Let's do it. This we can just dodge through. Great job. Me dodging through that. I even knew he was going to do it, and I still failed to dodge. Okay, got it. Jump attack. Take it. I'm not being hit by that. I'm behind you, buddy. You can't really do much when I'm behind you, can you? Okay. Maybe he can. I don't like the look of that. I'm so close. Oh my god. I cannot believe how close I am. This shouldn't be going this well. That's gonna hit. Yep, that's gonna hit. But thankfully my flask saved me from dying. Guess which attack finished me off in the end? His worst one. His other attacks are great though, it's just that one whirlwind that sucks. Certain attacks on bosses will blow you backwards and will knock you backwards, but not actually do damage, and I think that really should have been one of them. Because why the hell does it inflict damage? Hey, I actually dodged it that time. You know, maybe if I just had faster reactions, I could react to it. But do I have faster reactions? Well, we'll find out. Okay. Boom. Okay. I just wanted to get away from him mainly, rather than, do anything. Okay, look at the damage I'm dealing. It's a hell of a lot more. Oh no, it's big attack. Okay. Shit. And... got it. I'm gonna hit him. Get away. Oh! Imagine if I was closer to him. Alright, he's doing... oh no, he's doing projectiles. Cool. I somehow didn't see that one. Yep. He's doing big hit. Yep. Bip. And boom. Just gotta feel out the timing for it, as you do with any other boss. I'll admit, I haven't really tried blocking with a shield much in Dark Souls 3 or this game, and I wonder how much different it is than dodging. Probably quite a bit. I wonder if the designers intend you to use a mix of blocking and dodging. That might be bad. Okay, heal now. We're gonna drink my physic when we get to phase 2, which should be in not too long. I cannot believe that was delayed. That looked like it should have come out 10 times sooner. Okay, I think we're getting into phase 2. Let's get a couple more hits on him, though I think his defense is increased during the transition, which makes enough sense. You can skip phase transition cutscenes with start, though you have to press it twice, and it's kind of annoying. Please let the drink animation be done by the time the fire reaches me. It was. Okay. Alright, nice. Well, okay, what you doing? Fire shit. Okay, what was that even? Sure. I don't know. That attack felt kind of weird compared to his others. You! Out of the way. Halfway down. And slam. 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 We're getting there. We're doing it. Okay. I just should focus now. It can go wrong. Things can go wrong. It could be a case of first try syndrome, where I do really, really well the first attempt, and then every attempt past that is nowhere near as good. Well, I'd say this is a pretty good second attempt, though. I didn't die in the first phase, and that's usually what happens. Okay, I've learned now he goes this direction, but unfortunately, I had like 20 dodges buffered to go that direction, so that didn't help. All right, well, great job, buddy. That didn't really help you. Yep. I can stay as close as I want. I can actually get in a couple of hits on him then. I can stay as close as I want as long as I get the timing down. Oh god. Okay. You see, this has a fire augment now. Yeah, okay, those are a little bit bigger, harder to avoid. I don't know if the, like, I like to call it the triple flip swing that he can do after the whirlwind is not buffed in any way. It might be a little bit. But that doesn't really matter, does it? Because he's about to die.
I am the Lord of all that is golden, and one day we'll return together to our home, bathed in rays of gold.
Demigod felled. Was he really a demigod, though? I don't know about that. Remembrance of the Grafted and Godrick's Great Rune is what we have gotten. The Great Rune of the Shardbearer Godrick, devoid of any benediction. Seek the Divine Tower of Limgrave, which stands beyond the Great Bridge from Stormveil Castle. We know exactly where that is. As for the Remembrance of Godrick the Grafted, hone into the Erd Tree. The power of its namesake can be unlocked by the Finger Reader. Alternatively, it can be used to gain a great bounty of runes. A feeble man sought power through the grotesque act of grafting.
One day, we'll return together to our home, bathed in rays of gold.
I don't know if that was a very good impression, but that's the best I had. So yeah, that was Godrick, a weak, stupid little guy who thought he could be powerful by stitching a bunch of people's limbs to himself. And we showed him that that's not exactly how you gain power in this world. If you light the grace and then rest at it, look who it is.
What a pathetic excuse for a lord you were. Craven to the bone. Pushing me about like that, and after all that grafting, where did that get you? Look down on me, would ya? Godrick, you filthy slug. Feel it, feel my bloody wrath.
It's Godrick's true form. So he's a slug, man. And he turned into that monstrosity. I'm really glad we put an end to that. Look at that dragon. Look at that disrespected dragon with its head cut off. I'm in full agreement with you, buddy, honestly.
Oh, hello there. This weasel was... Godrick was always looking down on me. He got what he bloody deserved thanks to you. I tell you though, what goes around comes around. He had an ugly heart, an uglier countenance, and met the ugliest of ends, eh?
Sure did. We can still buy stuff from you. I don't know if you have anything to say beyond that.
Now, I suppose I'm free. I can do whatever takes my fancy. Can I, mate?
I suppose so. You do want to be careful in this fight because despite how it looks, there are death pits if you go too far in either direction. This is not a fully fledged courtyard area. You can fall down and die. But yeah, that's Godrick the Grafted. Killed him in 2 tries. Honestly, wasn't expecting that. Goes to show he's a lot easier and a lot more enjoyable than Margit was. Aside from that whirlwind attack starting up in your face right away, so basically, like, I always end up automatically dodging away from him to anticipate it, I have to say, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that a lot. Because when I brought Nepheli in, I didn't feel like I learned the attacks that well. And this time around, though, I feel like I have a much greater grasp on the attacks, and I thought it was a pretty good boss overall. And he is a fan favorite, and I can see why. His design is absolutely horrible, but I guess that's what makes him, interesting. So while we leave Gostock over there to kick Godrick while he's down, let's head over to the bridge to the Divine Tower of Limgrave and turn in this great rune. Or do whatever the item description said. It may not have granted benediction. Oh wow, we have 23,000 runes. Hold on. Upgrades. The end. Alright, I can't do any more than that. After this, I think we're going to take a brief trip to the Roundtable Hold, and then we're going to do Deathtouched Catacombs and end off there. And then next time, we're going to head north of Stormveil and begin our journey throughout the other parts of the lands between. So, here on the Great Bridge, we do indeed have large golems to fight. In fact, I think we have quite a few of them. They do not have reduced health. Alright then, that's fine. We should be able to kill them without too much effort. Well, unless they do that all the time, then maybe it will take a lot of effort. Let's hope that you don't bother us too much. Oh, there's an archer. Oh, we're so dead. We're so screwed. Okay. Oh, they can hurt each other. That helps a lot. Let's see, is this gonna finish you off? Yeah, there we go. Okay, watch out for the archer. Yeah, right, watch out for the archer, please. Golem's halberd, got it. I don't know, is it Golem or Golem? I've heard Golem, and I am coming around to the pronunciation, but I've always pronounced it Golem, and I liked that more. Doop. Ow, shit. Excuse me. Nope. Oh my god, the other guy's stance broke him. What are you doing? These are your friends, aren't they? Okay. Oh my god, he's about to die in 2 hits thanks to you. Alright then, I guess we'll finish off the Golem murderer over here, who is not helping his friends fight me off whatsoever, thus not helping his own cause whatsoever. I'd appreciate it if I could stop being hit by every single one of them, but I suppose if I want to do that, I should just get good. No, you cannot summon Torrent on this bridge. I don't know why, because it's such a wide, flat area. You'd think you'd be able to. You can't. Okay, watch out for your stomps and whatnot. Here you go. Here your stomps go. There we go. I'm killing you pretty fast. Are you already stance broken? No, you're not. Man, I finished you off before you even got stance broken. To think that on my first playthrough, I ran past all of those guys because I was thinking it was going to be a really hard fight. No. Here's once again the ghostly Erd tree with the stormy effects. It looks like it's lost all of its golden color, but I know it hasn't. This here is Ascending Gate that takes you to the opposite side of the bridge. What's the point? I'm not really sure, but I guess it's all ruined, so that's the way they made up for it. I wonder if it was intended to be all fixed up earlier in development, and they've gone back on that. There are Stormhawks to fight here. Okay, then. These guys are normal, actually. They have normal talents. And I suppose the hawks around them are, like, lesser versions that drop the materials, nothing more. Okay, that would have been really cool if you were closer. Oh my god. Alright then, projectiles. Fine. I get this really fun new ability, this really fun new spell, and the only enemies that I have to use them on are flying ones. I see how it is. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure I just went past an item. I just headed straight for the Sending Gate, and then I forgot there's actually a hidden item on that side of the bridge, so I'll probably go back and get it in a cut. Or is it perhaps here? No, it's not here. Alright then. Oh, so speaking of items to get, hello. 5 Stormhawk. Okay. Alright, I came back to the other side of the bridge. Here they are. There's actually 2 items. I was gonna say there's actually only 2 items. That makes no sense. Soft Cotton. Interesting. Ash of War Scarab. I guess that buffs Ashes of War. Yup. Slightly reduces the FP cost of skills, but increases damage taken. So there's a bunch of those scarabs spread throughout the game, and they all do something special in exchange for you taking more damage. If you can offset that using armor or talismans. Or just deal with it because it's not that difficult to deal with, especially if you're going for a more dodgy, avoidy playstyle. Hi. These guys do indeed respawn. I don't know why. I'm just gonna go. I got pushed around there. Okay. Now to where we're actually here for. If you do not have the Great Rune yet, this is where you're stopped. These doors will be locked. But we have the Great Rune. So up we go. I love the pattern on the doors, and I really like the visual design of the Divine Tower and everything else. There's also the fact that the Divine Towers contains the game's largest elevators. Actually, I don't know if they truly are the largest, but look at all those streaming, like, magical effects coming down. This place feels really special, and the music is really subdued. It's there in the background, but it's quiet. It's letting you know this is an important moment in your growth throughout this journey. Any second now. I know this tower's tall, but can you move it a little faster? There's actually a site of grace at the top of it, so you don't have to sit through the entire elevator if you want to come back here. We can also see other Divine Towers from here in the red-looking area over there, in an area that's off the map. as well as a much more important looking structure, somewhere we may have been to, assuming that the icon does indeed show it. And then there's a divine tower floating in the water. Wonder how we're supposed to get there. And down there somewhere through the fog is Limgrave. You can just barely see it, and it looks like a PS1 game from here, but that's because it's low poly, you dunce. Oh wow, there's a ton of hawks around. I don't remember that. Hello, Erdtree. I'm glad you're here to watch me grant myself my new power. Restore the power of the Great Rune. We've gotten Godrick's Great Rune in its true form. Let's read about it. A Great Rune of the Shardbearer Godrick. Its blessing raises all attributes. This Great Rune is known as the Anchor Ring, found in the center of the Elden Ring. That sounds like a pretty important one, so why the hell did you give it to Godrick, of all people? The first demigods were the Elden Lord Godfrey and his offspring, the Golden Lineage. So there was an Elden Lord named Godfrey, and he had a bunch of kids that were known as the Golden Lineage. And it is said that Godrick is one of them. After all, his name has the God prefix, similar to Godfrey. There's quite a theme with name prefixes, or first letters of names in this game. And this right here is a set of fingers. Okay then. Great runes are equipped at sites of grace. As you can see, we now have this Great Runes tab. This is going to fill out with a lot of tabs as we progress. In fact, this might be one of the last ones, actually. So let's go ahead and put it on since we have no other Great Runes to use. From this point, you will need to find and use a rune arc. I don't believe... Do we have one of those? We should. No, we don't. We don't have one of those yet. But it was for sale at one of the merchants. I can't remember who exactly. Once you find a rune arc and use it, the effects of the Great Rune are given to you. Godrick's Great Rune increases all attributes. Yes, those attributes. By 5 points each. That's a strong effect, and I'm just gonna tell you right now, it's the strongest Great Rune effect in the game, and none of the others come anywhere close. Still though, it's a great effect, and so I recommend keeping it on. It also shows up in the little box over there next to our health bars, or our status bars, more accurately. That little box now finally has a purpose. There are no covenants in this game, or, well, it's debatable, but like covenants as they were in Dark Souls do not exist in this game. There's a sort of different version of them, but it's really not the same thing.
Oh, well done. Well done indeed. You bested Godrick the Grafted and claimed a great rune. My congratulations. Now, visit the Roundtable Hold for an audience with the 2 fingers in the inner chamber.
Okay then, I finally get to find out what the hell the 2 fingers are. Before that, I bought this set last time, and so I thought, let's switch to it. Bandit boots, here's our new set. We're finally gaining new outfits. We can look different as we go on. Maybe I want more protective gloves than those. How about this? Yeah, that works pretty well. All right then, off to the Roundtable Hold. So, does anyone say anything at first? Oh, I appear to be doing very well. I am indeed doing very well. How about you?
I thank you. So what can I do?
I have not been busy weeding Deathroot. I've only weeded 1 Deathroot. Alright, well, none of these guys are gonna say anything new. They don't care about our accomplishments, so instead, let's go here and greet the... two fingers! Yeah, you're looking spiff. As Wheatley says in Portal 2, you look good actually. Yeah, definitely. Have they always looked like this? Or is this recent? I shouldn't be disrespecting such a divine figure. In fact, I'm sorry. Do you want to be touched? Okay, cool. I have no idea how you get that gesture from them, but whatever.
Are you that new Tarnished? You've done well. I am Enya the Finger Reader. I interpret the words of the fingers, envoys to the greater will. Look there. The fingers tremble to welcome you, Shardbearer. Let their wisdom wash over you.
Great Elden Ring, root of the Golden Order, anchor of all lands, giver of grace, wellspring of all joy. Until it was shattered, the tragic corruption of the Order has taken its toll. Across the realm, life lies in ruin, fallen to pieces. Foul curses and misery spread, unabating. But the greater will has not abandoned the realm, nor the life that inhabits it. So it is that the Tarnished are guided by grace, called to act. Brave Tarnished, your great rune is a handsome shard of the Elden Ring. Seek another of its kind to become Elden Lord and restore the Golden Order.
Let the words of the fingers guide you.
So that's our main objective. Find a second Great Rune. Well, for now, it's our main objective.
Well, I see. A remembrance of gold has found its way into your possession. Demigods and even the creator of the champions are hewn by the Earth Tree upon their end into remembrance.
Okay, it's hewn and not hown.
Valuable indeed. These remembrances yet house the power of their former masters. And should you...
Then I use it. Okay, let's do it.
Guide us all. And you, Tarnished, you are here to take...
Yeah, and you're here to take your sweet time. Let's just get to it. All right, receive power from remembrance. You can use a remembrance for a boatload of runes, but you can also use it for a weapon. And if I remember, I would like to come back to Enya and show what weapons you can get out of each remembrance. Though you might not want to do this right away, strictly speaking. Remembrance of the Grafted can give you either the Axe of Godrick with the skill I command thee kneel! Wielded by Godrick the Grafted, this golden battle axe is blazoned with the figure of a beast, representing the strength of Godfrey, first Elden Lord and patriarch of the Golden lineage. And as for the other thing, the embodiment of the power that still remained in the dragon's head that was grafted onto Godrick's left arm. The wielder's arm will take the form of a small dragon, sprouting sharp dragon fangs at the fists. Weapon cannot be two-handed. Bear witness! Grant the small dragon a fleeting glimpse of life, oh my god, and thrust it skyward, viewing flames over. No, I cannot do that. That is morally incorrect. If I were to get anything here, it would be this, but there is a way you can duplicate remembrances and get both of them if you want. Though you are a little bit limited in that. There's a lot of remembrances and you cannot duplicate all of them, so be sure to choose wisely. I think for this, I may as well just use this up right away and get Axe of Godrick. I wasn't planning on getting runes from it, and I don't want the dragon, so... I guess about Great Runes, you have more lectures for me?
Great runes are the stuff of demigods. The children of the goddess, Queen Marika. She who is vessel of the Elden Ring. Tainted by the strength of their runes, her children warred, but none could become Elden Lord. And so grace was extended to your kind, the Tarnished. Listen, the fingers speak.
Oh, great.
The greater will has long renounced the demigods. Tarnished, show no mercy. Have their heads. Take all they have left.
Indeed. But remember one thing. The demigods are each and all the direct offspring of Queen Marika. Godrick the Grafted was but a distant relation, the runt of the litter. His divine blood sorely diluted.
Man, if you ended up struggling in Godrick's fight, that must be the most worrying thing to hear. The fact that he was just a distant relation. He was the runt of the litter, basically.
Go forth. Let the words of the fingers guide you.
I'll see about that. You might want to give it a manicure first. All right. Anyway, we got stuff to do. First of all, you.
You again. I thought you'd receive a summons to the round table. Nefeli Lu. We met at Stormveil. I'm glad to see you here. I have something for you. I found it in Godrick's grafting grounds. You were the one to defeat him, I would hazard. Make good use of it. I don't intend to make a habit of scavenging corpses.
Arsenal charm she gives you. This is a talisman, which raises maximum equipla, or boosts. Raises and then boosts. Interesting. This talisman was derived from an unusual greatsword once wielded by a hero hungry for vengeance. So this kind of synergizes well with the Blue Dancer charm. You can use it to give yourself an extra damage boost for that, I think. Actually, since the Blue Dancer charm, it starts out at 30 and then increases as you go down. It might not, because it might not be dependent on maximum equip load, but I don't know.
Ah, yes. I wonder if you've met my foster father. He's in his study. The room Encher's guarding just over there. If you haven't already, I advise you introduce yourself. Father is leader of the Round Table. I'm sure talking to him will be worth your while.
I agree. I think he's got more to say now that we've beaten Godrick, and now I am an official member of the Round Table. How do you like that?
You've received the wisdom of the two fingers, have you not? Then I bid you welcome. As a true member of the Round Table, I am known as Gideon Ofnir. As a Tarnished who wishes to stand before the Elden Ring and become Elden Lord, I am accumulating knowledge. To be all-knowing. You now belong to a select group of fellows. As such, I ask that you remain constant.
That might be hard to do. I do often forget that the Roundtable Hold exists because I'm having so much fun exploring the world. We'll see about that.
You'll be after more great runes now, eh? Then as your fellow, allow me to divulge a little knowledge. The inheritors of the great runes, the Shard Bearers. We of the Round Table know the location of 5 of them, including the one you defeated. Godrick the Grafted, Lord of Stormveil. General Radahn, who fought Melania and her rot to a standstill in the Caelid Wilds. Praetor Rykard, Lord of the Volcano Manor of Mount Gelmir. Morgoth the Grace-Given, Veiled Monarch and Lord of Lane Dell. And Renala, Queen of the Full Moon, ruler of Rhea Lucaria's Academy. You'll still be after more great runes, won't you?
Okay, that's a lot. I think I'm gonna select these options as we go for them one by one. For now, about Godrick.
So, Godrick the Grafted, Lord of Stormveil. Despite being the blood of Godfrey, first Elden Lord, he's a grotesque old fool grasping for power. His castle lies upon the cliff to Limgrave's northwest.
No!
I suspect you know that well enough already.
Alright, I forgot he said that afterwards. I was about to make fun of him. About Nefeli. She's not a demigod, is she?
I understand you've been speaking to Nefeli. She's my daughter. I took her in when she lost the guidance of grace. Though a mere axe-wielding barbarian, her youthful credulity suited my purposes. So I put her to work. Do not hesitate to employ her. Should her services benefit you? Despite her looks, she is more than capable in the press of battle.
So, are you her father or employer? Those two are not the same thing. I should just advise you right now. For being the all-knowing, I would assume you know that already, but maybe you don't. A couple more folks I'd like to speak with before we go out and do our last thing for this video. Hello there.
Good to see you again. Thank you very much. I have you to thank, don't I? For persuading Master Hugh. I can happily announce that he has taught me the noble toil of spirit tuning. I'm as yet unsure of what I might be able to accomplish, but if I might be able to help you all, I'd certainly like to try. And if there's any chance to ease the suffering of my dear men who were grafted, well, I certainly must try. Roderika, the Spirit Tune Apprentice. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
I guess they're cutting out the AP at the beginning. So, she is now a Spirit Tuner and can upgrade our Spirit Ashes for the cost of Grave or Ghost Glovewort, depending on if they're renowned or not. I have barely summoned these guys, but I think I'm gonna give them some boosts. So the way upgrading here works is that you can only upgrade these guys 10 times. To get them to +1, you need to use Grave Glovewort level 1, but then as soon as we do that, we then need Grave Glovewort level 2 for +2, and then Grave Glovewort level 3, and so on. This is usually how it works in this game for anything that you can only upgrade 10 times. That'll be it for me. You have no ending dialogue, so I'll talk to you.
Now, look at you. Those eyes tell a story of a challenger who's felled her mark. Fine and well. Now lay out your arms.
I appreciate the recognition, sir. About Roderika.
I spoke with the girl. She has a gift for spirit tuning. So I told her everything I know. I'm indebted to a spirit tuner I met long ago. It was all I could do to honor her. I'm sorry I doubted you.
No offense taken, my friend. Do I want to get Twin Blade +4 before I head into the next region? Or do I want to get this to +2? I don't know. These weapons that are upgraded using regular smithing stones can be upgraded 25 times. Quite a bit higher than it was in the previous games. And that's because this game's much bigger. And gets quite a bit harder towards the end. Yeah, why not? I'll give it a +4, though I probably won't be upgrading it for a long time as a result. So these ones, as you can see here, I believe the Smithing Stone level 1 takes them up to +3, and then you need Smithing Stone level 2 will take them up to +6, Smithing Stone level 3 takes them up to +9, and so on. If something is upgraded with Somber Smithing Stones, then those weapons can only be upgraded 10 times, and it works the same way as the Gloveworts with Spirit Tuning. Alright, goodbye to you. Hey, that Godrick was a little bit of a monstrosity. I think after all that, I kind of need a hug.
Would you like me?
Yes, please. Don't mind me looking like a bandit. I promise I am the same, except that I have also killed a lot of people, but don't worry about that. Does she have anything for you here, is what I'm wondering.
So very warm.
You've told me that. Talk in secret.
I was known as a deathbed companion. Where I come from, after I received the warmth and lively vigor from a number of champions, I lay with the remains of an exalted noble. To grant him another chance at life, to do so is the purpose of my being. But before I could bear the noble into new life, I was awakened by the guidance of grace and chased from my birthplace. Pray, be kind. Despite all that, I still wish to be a deathbed companion. So please, let me hold you like this, as often as it takes. Then good day to you, my dear.
I'm guessing that's all you had left, because you released me automatically. Believe me, I'm happy to be hugged as many times as I want. Gotta go use that Baldican's Blessing straight away, though. I hope she doesn't make one of those permanent. That would be quite inconvenient. There is one last thing that I wish to do here before we get on with our main thing outside of the Roundtable Hold. Rogier is now here, and he is in quite the pickle, as Siegward would say. Siegward of Katarina from Dark Souls 3. I think also Siegmeyer from Dark Souls 1 said it. Anyway.
We meet again after all. I apologize for any offense given by my bearing, but I'm quite unable to move, you see. So, what do you need?
I'm guessing this is the result of him being stabbed down there. Oh my god. Okay, I've defeated Godrick.
Ah, you defeated Godrick and claimed yourself a great rune. Looks like we both got what we wanted out of Stormveil, didn't we? Well done, friend. Something to mark the occasion. Go on, take it.
Rogier's Rapier. +8. I don't think that's how you pronounce rapier, but I'd rather not pronounce it the other way, because it could be mistaken by YouTube as another word.
I still can't move. My fighting days are behind me. No need to be polite. I've no use for it anymore.
Well, I've no use for it either, I'm sorry to say. Do you have anything more? No, you don't. I bought all of your skills.
The misshapen corpse on the Stormveil. That is a sacred relic of the Black Knives plot, as that famed night of assassination is known. It happened during the golden age of the Erd Tree, long before the shattering of the Elden Ring. Someone stole a fragment of the Rune of Death from Malekith, the Black Blade, and on a bitter night, murdered Godwyn the Golden. That was the first recorded death of a demigod in all history, and it became the catalyst. Soon, the Elden Ring was smashed, and thus sprang forth the war known as the Shattering. I once wished to become a scholar, you see. I've spent many an hour scouring the archives for knowledge of that fateful plot. The world has grown crooked, and if you intend to put it to rights, you'd better understand what happened to make it this way. And that thing is to blame for the shape I'm in now. I urge the utmost caution. Don't disturb the corpse more than necessary.
I'm guessing this is what happens if you do. So the Night of the Black Knives is basically the whole reason why we're here. Interesting. About D.
So you've met D. D is an old friend. We found ourselves journeying together for a time, bound by our exploration of death.
Is that what his name stands for?
Our paths have since diverged, never again to cross. Though that's hardly an uncommon fate for two friends.
I suppose so.
D was telling me that he discovered the mark of the centipede. The centipede is an ancient symbol of the curse mark. As long as whoever finds and uses it is not nefarious by nature, then we may be able to form an alliance. If only I could speak to them in person. And if they were like you, all the better.
I like how he says that him and D kind of parted ways, then immediately said, D was telling me. Well, so you've discovered a centipede then. Can I see it?
You need something?
About Roger.
Are you acquainted with a man named Roger? You know, the piteous fellow hiding away on the balcony. He was a formidable spellblade in times past. Don't let his easy air deceive you. He was wise beyond his years, stout of heart and clear of mind. No more, though. You see him now, ravaged by thorns, muttering and rambling, like he's half dead already. I can't stomach to watch. Take well the lesson, friend. That's how you end up when seduced by those who live in death. When grace is sullied, it rots people from the inside. Breaks them.
Lesson freaking learned. Can I buy your skills? I sure can. Sure. I'll buy them and I'll ignore the level up for now. You talk like he's been, like, trapped in there with thorns for, like, months, but this was very recent. It happened this video, so I don't know. That's a bit of odd writing there. I guess maybe it was supposed to happen a hell of a lot earlier in the game. I don't know. Right. I think considering how long it took me to talk to all those people I wanted to talk to, I was going to kill the dragon down here as well, but I think we only have time to do these catacombs, and then we will end. The Deathtouched Catacombs. Very thematically fitting for what we just talked about. We just talked about a bunch of death, so let's go to a place that has death, apparently. The Deathtouched Catacombs. This will be the last thing we do this video. I do not need to rest. Here. Why don't I equip Carian Slicer and use it on these fools? Boss door right away. Like to see it. Like this. Light it up, it's on fire. No, it's not. Hi. More skeletons. Okay. We got a skeleton catacomb this time. Congratulations, you did it. I wish the second hit would have took them down. Then I wouldn't have to spend more FP on it. There you go. I believe FP stands for focus. I went over that briefly in the first video, but that was a long time ago. So if you're wondering what FP is all about, you can also just call it mana. That's basically what it is. I'm sorry, but you are definitely an enemy. Yep, there you are. I had to attack you in order for you to actually do anything. Nice job. And can I hit you with this while you're on the ground? I can. That's really fun. All right, looks like we got 2 ways to go, if I'm not mistaken. Hi? Did I forget to hit you while you're down? I guess so. And we got 2 more here. Boom. Oh, okay, you somehow put up your shield in that split second. I believe that. Bam! Bam, 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 bam! Next. We got 2 ways to go. Let's go through the small tunnel first. I have the feeling this is a lot more optional than what's the other way is. That's how you speak. Is this just a room with a great glovewort that then takes me back to the main path? Because if it is, that's really funny. Your attack has been foiled by staggering. Boom. Down you go. The stagger that the enemies have upon hitting them, if their like attacks get interrupted in order to like stagger from your own attacks, doesn't have anything to do with the stance breaking system, by the way. The Uchi Katana, this is what the samurai class starts with, causes blood loss and has unsheathed, which, as from what I can tell, is a really mighty powerful ability. So that's nice. You're alive down there, and that annoys me, but I also don't want to miss what's the... I think it's okay. I think we can jump down here and be fine. Hell, this might just be where the other passageway goes. It's just that if you go the other way, then you end up getting the Uchi Katana in addition. Seriously, look at that guy's health bar. Look at it. Look at this guy's health bar. You know what? Can I like do a really weak attack to finish you off right now? That would be really funny to do. I think I can. There we go. And then, yes. All right, anyway, back to fighting them seriously. Whoa, where did you guys come from? What the heck? What the hey? Stop locking on. I know I clicked the button to lock on, so that's why you wanted to lock on, because you thought that's what I wanted, but that's actually what I didn't want. I changed my mind. And you must be able to tell that, video game. That is not at all connected to my brain in any way. I don't have one of those there systems you can set up where, like, you know, you think of your character attacking, and the game actually treats it as an attack input. That is so interesting. I really want to know how that works. Requires a lot of, brainiology to set up, I would guess. I know that it's called something different. I just thought I'd be stupid for the sake of being stupid. It's what makes me entertaining, I think. So these guys don't spawn in until you enter that room, it would seem. So you don't know. Just barely. Why is it that every single enemy that I fight in the Dark Souls games always seem to hang on with just one little HP? And that always ends up with them getting the upper hand, maybe even killing me sometimes. Like, it's not always the case, but I always feel like it takes me one extra hit than it should, based on the visuals of the health bar. All right, it looks like there's nothing else in here. I was just making sure. Let's backtrack. It's possible these stairs are a completely different set of stairs than what I assumed. And it looks like I was wrong. Man, this catacomb too? I do not remember these catacombs being this small. Okay, well, we have this. Do we have... No, we still haven't found a fake wall. That almost fooled me into thinking it was one. Is there a fake wall among these? No, I think if there was, the game would indicate it in some way. It would put, like, an enemy behind it that you could hear moving around, and it would clue you in to hit the wall and try it. But now we just opened up the place. Down we go. Sure. Let's fight the boss. What do we have? A Black Knife Assassin. Like one of the people behind the Knight of the Black Knives that we were just hearing about. You have a lot of health missing. Are you okay? Are you, like, injured? Are you fine? Well, clearly you are, or else you wouldn't be able to hop around like this. Okay. After that jump attack, you're feeling a little less fine, I can gather. Okay, you want to watch over these guys. These guys are some acrobatic enemies. Doop, doop. Alright, are you gonna lunge forwards? No, you're just gonna sit there and take my jump attack to the face. That's fling upwards. I avoided it easily. You're almost dead now. These guys are tough, so I appreciate them wanting to reduce this one's health bar so that you're not, you know, put in against a fight with a crazy one. But, I don't know. I don't think that much health should have been drained, because that was kind of really easy. Assassin's Crimson Dagger. That's a talisman. Critical hits restore HP. This charm is modeled after the darkly gleaming blades used in the Night of the Black Knives, those which gave the demigods their first taste of death. I would joke about this one, but that's my Dark Souls 3 brain, where critical hits are way harder to hit land, in my experience. But with this game's stance breaks, that might not actually be that bad. Okay, I think my jump attacks gave me too much of an upper hand there, so let's switch this out for, how about exactly that? There we go, critical hits restore HP. Then, how about final hit of chain attacks? This might do nothing for us, but it might do something for us, because I don't know exactly what it means by final hit of chain attacks. Sorry, pile of bones there. Deathroot. Interesting. I have the Beast Eye, yet it didn't tell me about this Deathroot. Well, I guess let's go give it to Garank. Hello, Garank. Somehow I get the feeling this guy's gonna be angry one of these times. We're gonna catch him in a bad mood, and then we're gonna suffer for it. Let's hand over a Deathroot.
I'm not sated. Feed me more death.
How much more death could one possibly need to eat? Bestial Sling is what he gave. Incantation taught by Garank the Beast Clergyman. So what, he just taught me right now? Did I attend his class? Swiftly flings a number of sharp rock shards. I'm surprised I was able to say that first try. This incantation can be cast without delay after performing another action. It said that in the time before the Erdtree, stones were the first weapons of the beasts who had gained intelligence. Yeah, that's what I learned in history class as well. And that is everything that I wish to wrap up in Limgrave. For now, there is still more to do, but I will get to it later. Right now, I'm thinking, y'all are tired of Limgrave. You're tired of the same background music droning on, and you know what? I agree. So, next time on Elden Ring, we continue through these doors and head north of Stormveil Castle to a new region of the Lands Between. Thank you all for watching if you did, and as always, I will see you all in the future.